Good day, friends. I warmly welcome you to today's episode in our series, and I'm glad to know that you are there and always there. Uh, Today, I'll be talking about so many things that can help you maintain good mental health for your mental sanity. A lot of things are actually happening these days that if you are not intentional about maintaining your mental health, you could actually break down. And just like we normally say, once you are broken mentally, your entire being will be in disarray. So all these efforts we are making, putting up this information out there, is just to make sure that you are able to be able to uh, cope and maintain your mental health sanity. Is very important. So I'll mention just about three of them. It's very important, and I bet you that you wouldn't want to miss the number three because it could apply to anybody. Very important. But before I go on, please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscription button and turn on the notification button so that once these videos drop, you'll be among the very first to get the notification. And kindly share this video across to your family, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, wherever, so that the whole aim and the whole goal is just for people to be able to maintain their mental health. Because the truth of the matter is that if people are able to maintain their mental health, people around them, people surrounding them will definitely have breath of fresh air. But once somebody is not mentally okay, is feeling depressed, is feeling distressed, in distress, anybody around that person somehow gets affected by this particular situation. So as you are getting this information across to your friend, to your family member, to your colleague, to also know what to do or what to avoid, you see that you are already clearing your surroundings, making them mentally sane, a kind of. So please kindly share this video. So number one among the three I was going to mention, number one is avoid negative energy or negative people. What I mean by this, there are people that once you are around them, you'll be feeling negative energy. You feel it. Once you are around them, you begin to feel as if you are drained. Once you are doing anything with them, you are having a conversation with them, you are having a walk with them, you are having a business with them, whatever thing, once you are coming in contact with them, you begin to feel drained. You don't feel positivity, you don't feel energy to move on. It will be as if you are being dragged. You need to find these kind of things and avoid them. Then there are people that once they are around you, they exude negative energy. So they are so pessimistic, everything, they are always on the negative. They hardly see things good, they hardly see positive side of anything. In as much as things are even so clear that maybe they are good or not, but they always perceive and present the negative aspect of everything and anything. You need to identify such persons and kindly avoid them. These are kind of persons that exude negative energy, and I bet you your mental health does not need this kind of energy around. So there are places you will go to, you find out that you are feeling odd, you are feeling you don't belong, you are struggling. It is draining you. Even the little energy you have is being drained, yet you are not seeing anything positive out of it. In one of our series, we talked about how people react to stress, and one of the things we mentioned was the issue of avoidance. So there are people that use avoidance to handle this kind of issues, and that is exactly what we are talking about here. So once you meet this kind of energy and you can match up to this kind of energy, you just avoid those kind of people, these kind of situations, and those kind of places. It is very important. Number two is contentment. Contentment is, this particular one is something that we've talked about different places in different situations. We have always said it. Contentment is not you not looking out for something you want, no, or making you to be lazy or not to hope for something better, no. But contentment is just about knowing who you are right now, or appreciating what you have right now, hoping for something better or working for something better. But when you begin to feel overwhelmed or become overwhelmed for something you are not, for something you don't have, and something that you most probably will not even have, And that's what we talk about when people should be able to be careful the way they set some goals for themselves, because there are kind of goals you set for yourself, and all the things around you will not actually assist you or help you to achieve those goals. It can easily make you feel depressed and distressed, because if you are hoping to achieve something but you don't have the strength, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the whatever things that could help you to achieve those kind of things, it will be very difficult. So you must learn how to be contented with what you have, with who you are at the moment, even though you are making an effort to become better or to have something better in the future. So contentment is very key in the maintaining of our mental sanity, because once you're contented, your mental health will be in total check. You'll be able to monitor your mental health. You'll be able to be on the guard when your mental health is drifting. So it's very important you note this. And number 3 is news. Some persons are not, when we talk about news now, it's not, in fact, news, for example, every social media platform is news. It's a news platform. That's just how it is. So depending on whatever you are looking out for, or what you are watching, or what you are listening to, so news is not just the conventional or the traditional news, maybe on the radio, on the TV and all that. With your phone, it's already news. So maybe even the written ones, the videos, everything, they are news. So the kind of things you allow your mind to feed on, that is your own news. So you have to be very careful about that. For instance, there are people I know that if their favorite football club loses a match, they will hardly listen to sports news. You see, then there are kind of maybe like bad news or negative news, or just any news that does not edify them. They try to avoid it for a while. It doesn't mean that they don't care. What it means is just that it is their own way of managing that kind of situation, so that it does not get them into a depressive situation or into a distressed situation. So you must be careful the kind of news you expose yourself to. Especially in some areas, maybe you every time you on the news, maybe on social media, traditional and conventional media, you keep hearing maybe negative news, things on the negative, maybe so number of persons died in an accident, so number of persons got burnt, so number of persons were killed, the economy is not looking nice, your favorite maybe politician didn't get what he or she wants to get. Those kind of news can actually break you down, especially if you are that emotional person who is attached to this particular cause. It can. So if you have that ability to avoid such news, if you can, please do it, because avoidance is actually one of the ways people react to stressful situation. So when you are doing that, it doesn't make you a bad person. It's only just explaining how you yourself react to this kind of situations. And we are all unique beings. We are unique in our different capacities. So people have this uniqueness in reacting to issues. So if you have like 3 persons or 4 persons, you will possibly have 3-4 different ways of reacting to a particular situation. So just know how you react to things, know how things get to you, and for your mental sanity, any place you can use avoidance, please do. So remember what we've just talked about today. We've talked about the issue of contentment. We have talked about the issue of avoiding negative energy or negative people. And we have also talked about the news you are exposed to. So if there are news that you are not comfortable with, that they can mess with your mental health. There are people I know that if something happens, something terrible happens, maybe in their area, in their city, or in the country, you will see them, they will not even listen to the news for a very long time, so that it doesn't mean that the thing has not happened, or it doesn't mean that the news will not be flying, just that they have developed that mechanism of protecting their mental health from such situations, so that by the time they are listening to it, then the whole thing has diffused. You see, some people, they are the kind of persons that they will see a call from, they won't pick that call at that moment. They are trying to get themselves together, mentally fit, mentally healthy, mentally alert, before talking to such a person or before reacting to something. You see, some people, something happens, they don't react immediately. So they are trying to get themselves together. They need to know if they are mentally okay, if they are mentally stable for that particular situation. So these are kind of things we preach, so that whatever thing you know your energy cannot match at that particular point in time, you can defer it. We've also talked about when we talked about defer, there are things you can defer as long as they are not urgent something or emergency something. You can defer them, and all those things helps you to manage your mental energy, pending when you come to terms with your mental stability and you're able to now confront that particular situation and still maintain your mental health sanity. So please, until I come your way next time, always learn how to maintain your mental health, because once your mental health is stable, people around you will definitely enjoy your presence. So until I come your way next time, stay mentally healthy. Bye.